Starting on hands and knees, big toes together. You see there, knees a bit wider than hips. And you're just going to sit down on your heels, press your hands into the floor, and just start taking big deep breaths. Throughout this entire thing, focus on breathing through the nose, deeply into the diaphragm, expanding your ribs and your stomach. Reach out a little further. Take both hands to the left. You're going to stretch that right lat. Breathe into the right side of your body. Back to the middle. And all the way across, both hands to the right hand side now. Breathing into the left body. Big deep breaths. And back to the middle. And you're going to come forward, out of the hole, straight through, drop the hips, and hit an ab stretch. Even in this position, breath is the driver. Pressing through your hands. Try and get your hips a bit lower each time you exhale. And tuck your toes while you're in this position. And we're going to push through, exhaling, and get your hips high for a down dog position, which we've done before. Coming up. Drop your heels to the floor if you can. Head comes between your arms, hips high. And again, breathe. Slowly relax into this position. Try and straighten your legs. Get your heels as close to the floor as you can. Nice neutral spine. We're going to come back to this position a few times so we get a little bit better each time. From here, you're going to bring your right leg forward into a pigeon stretch or a glute stretch. Coming down, sitting forward, and again we're going to start tall body position. Your back leg you can't see on the video, just try and rotate your left knee towards the midline. So rotating it towards the right. Now just get your hips in a better position. Keeping that left toe tucked because we're going to go back to a downward dog. Few deep breaths, and then the left leg's going forward for the glute stretch. Again, that right knee is now rotating to the left, really targeting that left glute, tall body. And we're going back up to downward dog. Should be getting more and more comfortable with this position, relatively speaking. Right leg's going forward again for a glute stretch. We're going to start in tall as we were for a breath. As we exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward and come low. You might have to move a bit to the left or to the right and find a position where you really feel that right glute stretching. Once you find it, breathe in. And coming back up, back to downward dog. And left leg forward. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands forward, forward fold. Again, just position your body so you really maximise the stretch. And walk your hands back up. From this tall position, bring the right leg round, soles of the feet together, hands on your ankles, sitting tall. You're going to use your elbows, just pry your knees a little bit wider in that seated position. Shuffle your hips forward or bring your heels towards your hips so you're nice and tight in there, and we're reaching tall through the head with the spine as you inhale. Edge your feet further forward so you're a bit wider. You've got about a square in your legs. Again, holding onto your ankles still. You're going to use your arms to pull yourself forward. Come as low as you can. This will be quite tricky. And just coming low, trying to get your head towards your heels. Still maintain the deep breathing. Every time you exhale, try and get yourself a little bit closer to the floor, a little bit lower down. As you can see, it's not very easy. And slowly come out. Going to take your hands while we're in this relaxed seated position. You're going to go hands in the small of your back, your lower back. Okay, I'll show you from behind in a second, but you're just going to big chest out, shoulders back. So now you're stretching your pecs. Try and squeeze your elbows together. Edge your hands down if that feels better. And again, you're really stretching that pec, so I'll show you from behind. As I'm sat, my hands are in the small of my back. I'm sat tall, big chest, elbows coming together. Breathing all the time. From there, bring your hands back around. In front, we're going to go left leg straight. Right leg can just stay in that relaxed bent position. We're going to take our hand, reach for the left foot on the inside, right on the ball of the foot, and you're going to maintain that hold there. Try and get the left leg straight to the floor, nice and flat. Right hand reaching up over the top. So you're getting that right lat along with the left hamstring and calf. And again, don't neglect the breathing. Ease out of the lean, keeping that left hand connected. You're going to go both hands to the foot if you can. Go for the ankle if you can't. And just really stress that stretch. It shouldn't be too painful. We're not after pain, we're after stretching the muscle. But each time you exhale, try and get a little bit lower down. Slow, calm breathing, relax the muscle that's being stretched. And slowly come out. Changing legs. So we're going to go right leg, right hand on the ball, on the inside of the foot. Left hand reaches up over the top, hitting that left lat and the right posterior chain, the back of the right leg. Deep breathing. Coming out, both hands round the foot and pull yourself in close to that right leg. Again, each time you exhale, try and get a little bit closer. And relax, coming out nice and slow. We're going to make our way onto one knee. From here, just pushing hips forward. I'm going to go right knee to the floor, so using that right glute to squeeze, push hips forward, and you're hitting that right hip flexor. Again, we're breathing nice and deep. Just keep repeating it, make sure you don't forget. And then slowly reach up with the right hand, so we're lengthening through that entire lateral side. Right quad, hip flexor, through the ribs, the lat. And coming out, you're going to drop your hips back and hit that left hamstring on that front leg. Yeah, the leg stays straight, but you're just gonna bend forward. All that tension there. You can use your hand to keep your balance if needed. And coming out, we're going to go for the other side. So left knee down, right leg forward, pushing those hips forward, using your left glute to open your left hip flexor. And reaching up with that left hand side. Breathe in deep, expand the rib cage, especially on that left side. Exhale, come out, drop the hips back and hit that front hamstring on the right leg. Coming out, you're going to lie back on the floor. Not the most flattering of angles. Arms out wide in the crucifix position, knees bent as best I can. And we're going to rotate both knees down to the right hand side. You're going to look over your left shoulder. Just separate those hips and the shoulders. So the left hips come up, both shoulders stay flat. And switching sides. I'm going to move between the two sides multiple times. Nice and slow. So now left knees, or both knees down to the left, looking over the right shoulder. And switch again. Getting full separation of the spine by looking over to the opposite side of your knees. So as we move our knees over to the left, we look over to our right. Back to the middle, last little bit. You're going to bring both knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees in. As you do this, try and lengthen your spine, don't arch your spine. So lengthen it, paint it into the floor. You're going to take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, just relax, pancake your body. Your best starfish impression. And you're just going to breathe and relax, palms up to the sky. You can close your eyes here if it helps. Just going to breathe. Try and relax your body, relax your mind. This is where the recovery process starts. Stay here for as long as you feel like you need to. when you want to finish, just begin slowly moving your hands, your feet. Don't jump up from here. Just move, coming up joint by joint. Start bringing your feet off onto the floor, bend your knees. Move at the elbow. Might need a bit more rotation. Move your neck. And slowly come to seated position.